saw the video and I'm like, oh, I want to try that. I'm like, that makes me want to do that truck every time I get in my truck.
With the Q line assist. Good, got that recording. So that Lolo, we are documenting your behavior.
Yeah, and seeing what you.
Yeah, do you cry because you're anxious? Do you cry because you have to go to the vet? Do you cry because it's Jim's bad driving? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Jim's a good driver, otherwise you guys would have a lot less bumpers on your cars.
What?
I said Jim's a good driver, or you guys would have a lot less bumpers on your car.
He's
Don't make me repeat the joke now, he's definitely going to hear
Oh,
it.
no. Okay, Sir Disney, my rookie. What are you doing? Giving my bumper a good old doof. What are you doing?
Bumper doof, 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 doof.
What are you doing?
1, 2, 3, 4. Seatbelts. Disney on the floor. Didn't hit my head yet.
No. Knock on wood, don't.
Is my head the wood I'm knocking on? Hi, did you get up on the chair all by yourself? With those little tiny legs? However did you do that?
You're so
Very
cute.
impressive. Should we go for a car ride, honey? And go for a little drive?
See how she does?
Yeah, we gotta put some gasoline in BA, so maybe we should do that.
Because she's getting low. Lolo's going to be our PIC today.
It appears we have almost a half a tank. So that means
Okay.
it would cost too much
So
to fill it.
She's not on the sideline.
Hi, can I move some things for you, miss, so you can, not be running into stuff? Okay, here's, my extra mask. I'll prop this down here. Oh, your nose is warm. I just brushed up against it. Lolo, do you mind if we listen to Robert Munch?
Because I'm just getting into. Because I want to capture more Robert Munch in my Lolo video.
Where's my phone?
Because I sent that playlist to you. Right?
Yep, you shared it with me. I think we made it a collaborative playlist. That was just me plugging it in. Your speakers were going. Oh, hey. Input.
Okay.
Turn it down a bit so we don't get blasted away. I'm gonna hit. I think it's shuffling right now. So we start at the beginning with Mud Puddle.
Yeah.
And then you can just tell me next if you want.
Yeah. But I want to start with the Mud Puddle.
She put on a clean new shirt, buttoned it up the front. Clean new pants, buttoned
Good, Annie?
it
Want some heat on your seat?
down the back.
Seat warm?
I'll spend extra dimes on Lolo.
Sat down.
Jim says that heated seats cost more. I'm like, no. No cost.
Forgot your sunglasses.
What?
It's Sergeant Land on there.
Okay, we're just gonna put his sunglasses on. We're not going anywhere yet, honey. You're okay. Badook. And that's at a good angle.
Back inside and said, Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. Mud puddle jumped on. Oh, no.
See, I came right back. Good girl.
Took off her
Check
clothes,
that out,
threw her
hey?
in the top.
Take your collar off so you don't choke
Washed
yourself.
her all over.
No. No chokies in my shift.
She washed out her eye.
Sunglasses, Lolo?
She washed out.
Here's our first video, Mom. Here it goes. And go. Let's do this. Let's see.
I hear sirens, but they're not coming down this road.
She looked out the back door.
Lolo.
Sat down in the sandbox.
Here we go.
The sandbox was next to the house. Hiding on top of the house.
House there was a mud puddle.
And Sergeant landed down there and jumped right on her hand. She got completely all over muddy.
Where is a chevron?
She ran inside. She says, Mommy, Mommy.
God, that was a puppy back there.
What?
There's a little puppy on the side of the road playing with his mom. And it was tiny. A tiny puppy. You're not pulling out, are you? Why are you pulling out?
What?
What are you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you pull out? Why would you back out in front of me?
No pants, buttoned up the front.
Oh,
What's even better is that there was a policeman,
did I get the
and now he's gonna talk to her.
psych?
And she's pulling out in front of him. Now he's gonna pull her right over. Oh, I think you probably got that.
What?
I think you probably got that. The honk and everything.
Took off her ring. It's a good idea to take off her ring.
And that's a good cut to add to my Lolo video.
It's a good idea to take off her ring.
Easy on the turns.
Easy on the turns. It's a roundabout. I gotta do a loopy.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Oh no, you're right. Don't spill anything, right?
I know.
If I turn hard enough for a cup to fall over, I'm turning too hard.
She got completely
Pretty much, eh?
Yeah.
Hi, Lolo. We missed you. I'm in search of a Chevron gas station. Chevron gas station. Do you know where one is? Right around the corner. Sure is, Lolo.
She picked up two electric
Just up
clothes.
here.
Threw her in the top left.
See what happens.
Washed all
See what happens if you get really, really sad and
washed
upset.
out her ear.
Can I move these hairs from in front of your
Washed out
eyes?
her eye. Washed out her mouth.
Oh, that's right. I spat on my fingers.
Washed out her nose.
You did the mom thing on your face.
And washed out her
You
butt.
got some schmutz. Oh, her hair is sticking up funny.
Aw.
And I wanted to get it down out of her. Oh, it's worse. Sorry, honey. Now it's worse. She's got some little pieces are in her eyes from the top hanging down, and some are in her eyes from the bottom going up. But maybe it's like eyelashes. They're like that on purpose.
Stuck in the got another bar of smelly yellow soap.
I have smelly yellow soap at home. It's sunlight soap.
She walked up into the yard and yelled, "Hello!" Jumped out from behind the doghouse, ran across the grass. It's just gonna jump on her. Juliet reached in her pocket. What was in her pocket? She threw that soap in the mud puddle. The mud puddle went. She reached in her other pocket. What was in her other pocket? She threw the other soap in the mud puddle. The mud puddle went. Ran across the grass. Jumped over the back fence. Never.
Gas tank's on the left. Rachel, don't forget.
Nope.
Eeny, meeny, miny. You know what? I'm going way over here because if a bus goes by, you'll be able to see it. And you know why buses will go by? Because there's one right there on the left. It's a fitty. It's all big and doubly and stuff.
Yeah.
9003. Oh, you know what that means.
She's gone.
She might be gone. She might be one of the older units.
Megan.
No.
Okay, sweetie, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna step outside the vehicle and put some gasoline in it.
So Megan went up the
Okay?
road, walked across
I'm
the
gonna
front
leave the
yard.
window
She
open a little
looked
bit,
at the
and
eggs.
you can talk to me through the window. Tell me all your sad stories, okay?
These are the
All the
Dallas
sad stories. Okay, we gotta turn this
animals
off
I
for a minute, because it's the gas station. Okay, gas station.
Is it pause? Does it automatically pause?
On my thing, yeah, but I can also go like this.
Unplug it from the radio?
And then jam the volume up.
More of nothing happened. She opened it all the way and yelled, "Hey, you dumb pigs!" And the pigs ran right over Megan. Knocked her way up into the air. She came back down and said, "Oh, where are the pigs? Where are the pigs?" She ran back to get her dad. Just by the front door, she heard blink, 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 blink. Doesn't sound like my mom said, Megan. Doesn't sound like my dad. It sounds like pigs. She looked in the window. Her dad was sitting at a table. There was a pig drinking his
Some
coffee.
window for you, okay? If you need to come over to my
Eating
seat.
his newspaper. And a pig
If
peed
you
in
wanna
the
sit
shit.
right here,
The dad said, "Megan, get these pigs out of here!" So Megan opened up the front door a little bit. Opened it up.
Oh, wait, I gotta
Opened
get
it up all the way and yelled, "Hey, you dumb pigs!" And the Doesn't sound like the
Lolo,
teacher sounds like.
Rachel's just outside. Lolo,
Shh. Look at the window.
chill out,
The pig was drinking the principal's coffee. The pig was
please.
eating the principal's paper. And the pig was peeing on the principal's shoe.
Ew.
Principal yelled, Megan, get these pigs out of here! Megan went to the front door. She opened it up all the way and yelled, Hey, you pigs! The pigs ran right over Megan. They ran all the way up. Oh, said Megan. Oh, that was terrible. I'm glad they're gone. I'm glad they're gone. She went in her room, sat down, and heard. She opened up her desk. There was a little baby pig. Teacher looked at her and says, Megan, get that pig out of here. Megan says, no, I've decided pigs are
No.
smart. I'm going to keep it for a pet. So Megan put that little pig on a leash. She took it all through school. When it was time to go home, the school bus drove up. The door opened up and Megan heard. She looked in the school bus and it was
Lolo.
full of
Lolo.
pigs. Just before Halloween, Lance went to his mom and said, this time I don't want a mask. I want to paint my face and make it very scary. So he went upstairs and painted worms coming out of his eyes, snakes coming out of his nose, and ants coming out of his mouth. And he went downstairs, came up behind his mom and said, and the mom went, and Lance said, not scary enough. She didn't fall over. So he went back upstairs and painted some green brains
He's a good
coming
girl.
out by his ear. And lots of ugly pimples like teenagers get all over his face. And some green glue coming out of his nose.
Ew.
She did do a little bit of whining, but not too much.
No.
And the mom went,
Girl.
Good girl, Lolo.
That's a good lovey. Should we go somewhere where there's forest or something? Maybe Langford Lake or. Ready? Seatbelt on.
No chunker.
Little Chunker looks like she's climbing all over my purse. Okay, then I'm going to pause it, attach it, gentle on the volume.
Yep.
Oh, I hit the play button again.
fell right over that.
Volume. Lolo, your breath smells like
An
fresh
enormous table full
salmon.
of candy.
That's been
Put it
out all week.
in his bag.
Ew.
That made his bag very heavy, but he dragged it down the street to the next house, knocked on the door.
I knew you were turning in here, little guy.
She
on
says,
the
oh,
scooter. I
French
didn't
kid for
want to watch.
Halloween. Nice to see little kid for Halloween.
Ooh, this guy's going camping. He's got his motorbike on the front.
And the lady went, ah! Fell right over. Lance ran around the lady. There was an enormous table full of candy. He put it all in his bag. Then he ran into the lady's kitchen, opened up the refrigerator, took out a crate of ginger ale, 2 crates of root beer, 3 crates of orange soda, 4 watermelon, and a turkey.
A turkey.
That made his bag very heavy. He dragged it out the front door, landed in the street, couldn't even move because his bag was so heavy. A police car came along. The policeman stopped, jumped out, says, "Kid, you can't sit in the middle of the street. Take your candy and go home." And Lance said, I just have $2 down. My bag is very heavy. Please take my bag. Oh, all right, says the policeman. Little bag, I'll just pick up. Heavy bag. The policeman put it on Lance's porch, says, "You must have gone to 2,000 houses to get so much candy." Lance says, "No, just 2. Wait a minute, says the policeman. "How did you get so much candy at 2 houses?" Lance says my face is so scary when people see it, they fall over. I take all the candy. Well, says the police, I'm a cop. I don't scare. I want to see your face. Okay, Lance. He lifts up the pillowcase and goes, boom! And the policeman says, you think I'm gonna fall over? And I'm not. I'm gonna run away! He jumps in the car, goes down the street. Lance drags his candy inside the house. He's eating his first chocolate bar. Someone knocks at the door. It's one of these big boys from high school, much too old to go out for Halloween.
There's a 52 in front of us, the Bear Mountain, and then a 50 Goldstream.
And a pillowcase of candy.
On the left.
Wow, you must have gone 5,000 houses to get so much candy.
Hi!
No, just 5.
I wonder what the drive-through lineup's like at Tim Hortons.
My face is so scary when people see it.
I feel like getting oh, you know what though? I don't want to go to that one because when I pull out, I can only turn right. And that makes us go the wrong way.
Lifts up his pillowcase and goes,
boom. We'll go to the one down here.
Worms coming out his eyes, butterflies coming out his nose. That's
Is there a
He's scary, but not
bus?
nearly as scary as Lance.
Is there buses that we can stop?
There's buses everywhere.
He lifts up his pillowcase and goes, boom! And the teenager goes, bah! Drops his bag of candy and runs down the street. So Lance takes the teenager's bag of candy, drags it into his house, and he has so much candy that eating all he can for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and 10 snacks in the middle of every night, it lasted him until next Halloween.
I love him. I like this one.
All I can smell is Lolo's mouth.
I like that. I like the one about the candy. I like that one.
Yeah, candy. I like candy. You tell me candy stories all you want. I just want candy. I'm doing better. I used to eat a bag of candy every night.
Mom came and said, Kendra,
It helped me get real big. Oh, here comes a 46 dockyard on the left.
40.
it's a Saturday. I want to go out and play. I don't want to spend all day braiding my hair. And Mom said, and she would chase Kendra around. Mom jumped on Kendra. Braided her hair very nice and braided like this.
You let me know if you don't want to hear any of these right now. I'll skip them. Or I'll hit the shuffle button anyway, because that requires not a lot of looking.
She was sitting on her front steps. Her grandma came by and says,
Oh shoot, there's a Starbucks on one side and a Tim's on the other. What do I
She likes
do?
to braid my hair. Too much more. Grandma, when your mom was a bit
I think I'm gonna go to Starbucks because I need something with a lot of espresso in it. And then maybe I'll get a little one and zhuzh your coffee up.
Can't catch yourself.
Or I'll get a big coffee and I'll put some of it in there for you. People,
Yeah. Split it.
people.
What?
I don't know who that is. 475-2182. No idea. I don't know you. And I'm driving. That's like 2 big whammies.
Why is it coming?
Excuse me?
Why is it coming
Kendra
from
looked
this?
at her mom and said, hey,
Because you're on auxiliary.
there needs
Oh.
praise. And the mom says, I'm grown up now. You can't do that stuff with me no more. They chased her around the table. The mom's going, wah, 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 wah.
Where do you do the order?
Her mom's toe. The mom falls down. They jump on her.
Hang on, I
braid
went
her
too
hair.
far.
Ooh.
There we go. Hi, how are ya?
They braid it up and down. They braid it around.
Can I get
They braid it back and forth.
the largest venti of a flat white with a shot of
She sits off.
sugar-free vanilla, please? No, that's fine, thank you.
She says, oh,
Thank you.
look at those lovely
Did she just say $6.25? Holy. Good thing we're just getting the one and splitting it, eh?
She says, yeah.
I'm gonna pay her with pennies. No, I'm just kidding. You can't do that anymore.
We're going to braid your
But
hair.
I probably do have
Says the teacher. She ran down the street for 5 blocks. Kendra caught her leg and the teacher falls down.
Oh,
They rated her up and down. They rated
Oh,
her
no.
They rated it back and forth. And then the teacher had braids all over her hair and said, "Oh my!" She says, she pulled out the mirror from her
How's
purse.
your
"Oh, look
temperature?"
at this wonderful hair. She says, "I'm going to wear my hair to school like this tomorrow." And Kendra decided not to say how strange the teacher looked with braids.
Hey, how are you? Did that work? I didn't hear. I can't hear anything.
A farmer had a
I can hear it
field
now.
of squash, and he came along
Can you
and
hear me
picked
now?
those squash and put them in a wagon and drove away. The field still had lots of squash in it, but they were squished
Oh, the squish squash.
all squished, and the farmer didn't want them. Julie
How's
and
that?
Andrew came along to
I'm gonna
pick
turn the
apples,
heat off 'cause she's
and they saw
panting a bit.
those squished
So maybe she's too
squash.
warm.
"Hey," said Andrew, "let's make some squished squash squish." So they ran and bought a squished squash squeezer to
got a
make the
tooth missing in the
squished
front.
squash squish.
What?
That I never
And they
noticed.
used the squish squash squeezer to make some squish squash squish. It was delicious, and they decided to make a lot. Unfortunately, the squished seeds from the squished squash got stuck in the squished squash squeezer, and it stopped working. Happily, an old man came along who had a squished squash squeezer tweezer in his pocket. And they used that squish squash
Oh, we're
squeezer
recording
tweezer
still.
to
How
pick
long
the
is it, I
squish
wonder?
squash
Jeez.
seeds out of the squish squash squish squeezer.
Can't tell how long it
And
is.
then, to keep things
Hello,
cold,
recording.
they got a squish squash squish freezer and put everything in it. Yes, they put that squish squash squish squeezer tweezer into the squish squash squish freezer with a squish squash squish. And to
It
make
sounds
sure
like he had a hard time
no one
reading this.
Stole that freezer. The
Like,
old
dang,
man
why did I
watched
write this one
the
as hard?
freezer. He said, "I'm an old geezer. I'm the squish squash squish squeezer tweezer freezer geezer." But a little girl came along, and she made fun of the old man. She was a real teaser. A regular squish
tire pressure
squash,
light
squish,
came back
squeezer,
on.
tweezer,
Oh,
freezer,
geez.
geezer, teaser.
Okay. Woohoo! Yes.
Like it all.
Thank you.
Old Andrew
You
gave
too.
that teaser of a girl some delicious squish squash squish, and she dumped every drop of it, and it really pleased her.
All right, let's get some of this in y'all
Andrew was
worked
a
up.
real genuine teaser pleaser, a genuine geezer teaser pleaser. And since Andrew was such a nice squish squash squish squeezer tweezer freezer geezer teaser pleaser, that little girl stopped teasing, and they all had some delicious squish squash squish, and it was so delicious they drank it all.
Is
to
that
the
like a
last.
casserole, I wonder? Squish, squash, squish. Like they could be squish squash soup. Squish squash squish. And I'm just gonna tuck into this spot right
Take
here.
it to the store. They're gonna buy you some new shoes. They're just getting ready to go.
So this is where they put the white spot forward when they moved it from by the casino.
I'll take care of it, Dante.
Okay, here's another test for you, littlest Lolo. I'm gonna hop in the back and give some of my coffee to Kieran. And you are not going to panic when I get out. How do you feel about them apples? Good dog. That's a good dog. Good girl, hey? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.